we're entering the port of Kushadasi. And from there we'll drive inland to Ephesus. Tugboat's ready to bring us in. There's a sign that says Kushadasi.
That less than that, but it gained popularity, and because of the tourism, because of the cruise ships, and many people, including many friends of mine, escaping from the big cities, the traffic of Istanbul especially, and settled here somewhere.
It was Anne Catherine Emmerich that helped discover the House of Mary, and it was her visions or dreams that revealed it. Here we're beginning Mass at Mary's house. We have some folks sitting up here behind. We're ready.
Good morning, pilgrims. I invite you to stand.
And our group has Mass right here at the outdoor altar where the Pope
In
is
the name of the
celebrated.
Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Mary is taken up to heaven, a chorus of angels exalts. Alleluia, alleluia. We've heard the story of how this holy place came to be known through the writings of St. Catherine Ann Stemmerich, and how back in 1950 the Venerable Pius XII, then at the time Holy Father, how he raised this place to the status of a holy place worthy of pilgrimage. Gloria tua, Hosanna in excelsis. The body of Christ. The body of Christ.
This is where people can get holy water from Mary's well. This is where everybody ends up wanting to go, into this shop. Look at the icons and all the images of Mary. It's very crowded. First glimpse of ancient Ephesus straight ahead of us. Here's one of our groups, and look at this long road through Ephesus. That's not all. We arrived at this Celsius Library for a group picture. We're going to go that way to the theater and then over another whole street. It's an amazingly large city. That once looked like that. So these were the public toilets. You sit here literally cheek to cheek, no partitions, and the water would actually go, the sewage would flow down pretty advanced for 2,000 years ago. When they heard this, the people were filled with rage and began crying out, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." They all filled this theater. The city was filled with confusion. They rushed with one accord to the theater here, where you are. All shouted for 2 hours in this theater. They're all in here for 2 hours. This was seated full, shouting, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." Just imagine the echoing and the sounds of 24,000 people shouting for 2 hours. Great is Artemis of the Ephesians. Are you all happy to be following in the footprints of St. Paul? Yes. Are you dedicated to Jesus Christ and not to Artemis, the pagan deity? Yes. Do you believe in God the Father? Oh, this is the baptismal. Yes, we all do. God bless us all. Amen. This theater, 24,000 people. You can hear great from up at the top, even from down here. Me speaking, and I just did it with the group, and at one point this was filled with people for 2 hours saying, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians," in reaction to St. Paul, who was saying that Artemis was no god, only the God of creator of heaven and earth was God. We next went to the Church of the Virgin Mary, called the Double Church, where the Third Ecumenical Council in 431 took place. Here's an aerial view of the church today. Imagine the size of it. And here's where the council took place, where they declared that Mary was the Theotokos, the mother of God. I'll ask you this. Is Jesus divine? Yes. Is he God in the flesh? Yes. Who is his mother? Mary. So is Mary the mother of God? Yes. Exactly. You are all Catholics in good standing.
Except for Max.
So we took group pictures, and everyone is picking out the pictures they want. So you can see them there. We come to the Sultan Koi rug factory. Look at the lunch they have prepared for us out here under the trees. It's like Downton Abbey. Can't wait.
Seni çekiyor bak. Garsonlar yavaş.
These chemicals which are floating on the surface of the water, and this is what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Oh.
Do you see that? Let me just do this for you. Şu yukarı çıksana. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, does everybody see this?
Yeah.
All right. So my colleague Regent is going to something. Pull this towards yourself, please. Hook your finger around this, and I want you to feel this. Pull it as far as possible. You could go from here to Ephesus with this thread here.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's so stretchy.
isn't that amazing? So the fiber is very, very strong. So as you see, the Turkish knot is wrapped around two of these vertical threads here. You see that? So this makes the weave extremely durable, especially, ladies and gentlemen, above here, wait a second please. Above here you're seeing a different technique. Do you see that?
I know, that's what I'm trying to
They tell who they are.
Everybody's
when they
walking
come
on these in their bare feet or socks to get a good feel for the carpet.
These are extremely limited. I'm not sure, maybe there are only 50 right now in all Turkey somewhere. And look at the result. Aç bakalım. Hemen yere koyuyoruz. Bırakalım yere. Do you see how detailed these are? Ladies and gentlemen, since you were in a carpet shop, I have to show you some magic. So my colleagues, they're going to rotate the carpet around itself, and let's see what's
It changes colors.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Bir tane küçüğünü al, orada elde bir uçurarak. This is the silk hurricane.
18 months to make that.
Yeah, imagine. And ladies and gentlemen, this man used to work for Pizza Hut. So I saw him there.
We have arrived at the Church of St. John the Apostle, where his tomb is, but we're first looking out over what used to be the Bay of Ephesus. You can see the water way over there now, the Mediterranean, but this all used to be the bay. Ships used to come right up in here, but when the ships couldn't because the river silted up the bay and filled it in, it kind of killed the city. Right down there is one pillar left of the Temple of Artemis. It was one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and that's the only pillar left that they put up. But right there stood the temple to Artemis. And only imagine the beauty and magnificence of this Church of St. John. The only one. And here was the altar. The apse, of course, is here. And here's the altar built over the tomb of St. John. As you can see right there, it says the tomb of St. John, where he was buried, and this was the altar for many years. And this is a witness to that, John being here. I love that. Right there it says the tomb of St. John. And when I'll close with this, I could go on and on forever. You have no idea. But when I finished my book on St. John's Gospel, I came and I laid it on that thing right there, and I wept for 20 minutes. And I thank God for giving us a man like St. John, and for giving us the Catholic Church, and for giving us brothers and sisters like you that care about it and love it enough to come all the way here and say thank you, St. John, for all you did. Amen.